Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2018 Community High School graduation ceremony. My name is Terry Bohan, and my role is to serve as principal here at Community High School. And it is truly my honor to be a part of the 2018 commencement exercise for our 50 graduates this evening. Tonight marks the 33rd graduation ceremony in Community High School's history. In those 33 years, hundreds of high school graduates have completed another road to success here at Community High School in Grand Forks. And we welcome all of you to our ceremony. A few introductions. Joining me on stage is our school counselor, Joanne Smith, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Jody Thompson, and soon-to-be Superintendent of Public Schools, Dr. Terry Brenner. Welcome to these folks, please. I'd also like to welcome our school board members from the Grand Forks Air Force Base and Grand Forks Public Schools. Thank you for being here this evening. Roxanne Gessler is playing our piano this evening. Thank you again to her and for her presence here. I'd like to welcome any former educators, support staff, colleagues, friends, co-workers of our 50 graduates this evening. There's a lot of people who have had a lot to do with their success, no matter what your role is in this community. So welcome to all those former teachers and role models that have represented our graduates. Most of all, I'd like to welcome the families. There are a lot of moms and dads and brothers and sisters, grandparents, aunts and uncles who are here to see these 50 graduates receive that high school diploma. It's an important day for you. It's an important day for us as a staff to represent these graduates. Once again, welcome to a great day. Now, I'd like to introduce Miss Kylie Anderson for the student welcome.
Welcome, friends, family, teachers, and fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us to celebrate Community High School's 2018 graduation. High school has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared us for the future and whatever that may hold. Our experiences here are unique, but together we share a common bond as students of Community High. Congratulations to us. Like Elwood said, in Legally Blonde, we did it!
Kylie is right, you did do it, graduates. High school graduation is an accomplishment for all 50 of you. It is also a commencement. Throughout your high school experience, which for many of you look a lot of different ways, throughout your high school experience, each of you completed course requirements and you became high school graduates. Along the way, I think all of you would agree there were many who helped you. Parents and grandparents, family members, friends, co-workers, former teachers, family members, co-workers, educators, friends. They're nameless, they're endless. At this time of the year, I also like to thank our Community High School staff who have played a unique role in you graduating from high school. We have a team that did a very good job in 2017-18 in educating you to be ready for your future, and I'd like them to stand at this time, the Community High School staff, and please be recognized for another job well done, staff. Graduates, throughout your time here at Community, it has been our pleasure getting to know you as students and getting to know you as young men and women. Please commence with your hopes and your dreams. Your success is our success and our community's success. Now, Taylor Hash and David Moreno will speak on behalf of our graduating students. Taylor.
graduation ceremony. I remember when I was in the 4th grade thinking about anything and everything but what I was supposed to be thinking about at the time. I wasn't too interested in the subject we were learning about, and I said to myself, these are going to be the longest years of my life, and wow, was I right. And now that it's finally here, I couldn't be any more proud of how far I've come. We are here today to acknowledge all our successes, to congratulate one another, and to leave knowing we have a brighter future ahead of us. School wasn't my thing growing up. However, during my junior year, something changed. I found an interest in expanding my knowledge in many different subjects, science being my favorite. I remember telling my dad that I didn't want to just get my GED, that I was going to finish school with my diploma. I wanted to graduate high school, not only for my family's sake, but for my sake mostly. Most of us here share similar stories. We may not all have enjoyed high school as much as others, but we endured and we conquered. Coming to community as a junior, I wasn't sure what to expect. I was scared of failure, as we all are at times. I needed a fresh start to prove to myself and others that I was capable of succeeding. I found that started community. I not only got used to community, I came to enjoy my days there. I began to have a special bond with the people I was surrounded by every day as the teachers and students became a family to me. They gave me motivation to finish and to become someone successful. And now here we are. We've traveled the road that hasn't been easy, but it's definitely been worth it. We got through the storm. Just think, no more awful papers to write in Zig's class, and no more to look at Ingersoll's crazy Converse shoes. Thank you to everyone who got us here where we are now. Today our lives change, and I think I'm finally getting the change that I have always wanted. It took a long time getting here, but the view is great. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Hello. I wish to extend a warm welcome to our friends, family, faculty members, and loved ones who are all attending this graduation with us. For many, this is a day they couldn't wait to get over with. And for others, perhaps you are dreading where life will take you now. I would like to remind everyone that simply being able to graduate is an achievement in and of itself, one that we should be extensively proud of. I would like to start with a quote by Arthur Ashe. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Arthur didn't have the odds in his favor when he was growing up. He was an African-American male living in a time where racism was prevalent and the odds were stacked against him. Even though this was the case, Arthur still reached for the skies and became the first African-American man to win the men's single at Wimbledon and at the US Open, and to be ranked #1 in the world. He was handed a piece of lead and turned it to gold. I believe that many of us can relate to this statement. Life hasn't always been fair or easy for any of us, but despite these hardships, we continue to go on. School wasn't the easiest, our peers weren't like us, and the cards were stacked against us. Like many here, I have this bias against community. I didn't personally buy into community being a place where all the horrible kids go to, but still, it wasn't Central, it wasn't Red River, it wasn't the normal kids' school. Despite this, I talked with my counselor and we decided that going to community would be best for me, in an attempt to graduate as quickly as I could, following my exchange in a different country. Slightly anxious at the prospect of going to a new school, I still decided to come in with no expectations and with open arms. How surprised was I when I started class? I learned that community is a place of like-minded people, all united in our drive to finish. And even though we would just love to stay in our beds and have a late night, and honestly some days we do, showing up was half the battle, and the other half was in the classroom. From here I can say that community has some of the best teachers and faculty around. If it wasn't for their hard work and caring attitudes, it would make school that much more difficult. answering our questions, and most importantly, working alongside with us, and not simply shouting lectures and handing out tests, like some of our past experience in other schools. Because of this, I'd like to thank them for all of their help, for bearing with all that comes with teaching high school students, not for wealth, because we all knew teachers could do with a raise, but because they genuinely care about helping students. Although true in other schools, I feel in community perhaps it's more true. Because of them, we become better versions of ourselves, and owe them in part for guiding us towards graduations. Thank you. Now in closing, allow yourself to face challenges and difficulties head on. Do the things that are difficult because in doing them, we are placed in situations where normally we would never be in. This is where the magic happens, where our most fond and precious memories occur, where our deepest and hardest rewarded lessons are learned, where we grow to be people of integrity, where we become people who live an enjoyable life and who are fulfilled. Thank you, community, for allowing me to be part of your family of Chargers. And thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Taylor, for your words of inspiration. Next, it is time for our scholarship awards and our subject area awards. These awards will be presented by Dr. Mark Sanford, Mr. Jeff Gockler, and also members of the community high school staff. Dr. Sanford.
Well, I'd like to begin by adding my congratulations to the graduates, families, and certainly to the faculty. Great article in the paper today that talks about the history of this wonderful place. And thank you, faculty. Thank you. It's my honor to serve as a director of the MWE Foundation. Dr. Mike Emmerich was a founding partner of Valley Vision here in Grand Forks. And when he passed, he left directions to create a foundation and use his estate to be invested by that foundation for the purpose of getting earnings that could be used to award grants to graduates of Carrington High School, his hometown, or Grand Forks or East Grand Forks High Schools, the two communities in which he served or worked in all of his career. And so this is the third go-round that we have for the Emmerich Scholarships. And I'm going to borrow a little bit from what David just said. And that is, the basis of this scholarship is show up, do your best, and great things are going to happen. And I'll get into that in just a second. So, the rules of this particular award are that you can go any place you want. The grants this year will be between $5,500 and $18,500. They're renewable semester to semester up to a length of 4 years. The idea being, you go to school, take a full load, pass 4 years, you can graduate with little or no debt. That was his dream, and that's what's been happening with the graduates so far. Outstanding success for those who've been awarded this over the last 2 years. So I'm very pleased this year to be here and to award the Emmerich Scholarship this year to David Marino.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff Gockler. I'm a counselor at Red River High School, and I'm excited for everyone in attendance tonight. Congratulations to all of Community's graduates this year. I'm here to present the Promise Scholarship. This is a $1,000 scholarship to be used by the recipient during their first 2 years of college. This scholarship was named by my family and I to remind students that each of you has promise and potential. In fact, instead of the term that I think is too often used, at risk, I wish we'd term that students are at promise, because each of you has that promise and potential. For example, Dr. Sanford referenced the newspaper article, and the recipient of this year's Promise Scholarship has overcome hardships and clearly has a great deal of promise and potential. In fact, I read in the paper this morning that this individual is determined, they recognize the importance of a good attitude, they're excited to go to college, and considering a future in business, accounting, or criminal justice. Congratulations to Austin Moen.
My name is Joanne Smith, and I'm the school counselor at Community. As an alternative high school, our student body is diverse, representative of various cultures and walks of life, challenged by unique situations, yet similarly enriched. Class of 2018, listening to your stories, sharing your dreams and aspirations has truly been an honor and a privilege. And now I will present the Ashley Lebo Scholarship. Ashley's story is dear to the hearts of our faculty. You see, Ashley entered Community High School as an angry, struggling student and graduated in 2005, a confident, mature young woman with a love of learning and a goal of obtaining a college degree for a brighter future. Unfortunately, Ashley's life was cut short that summer in a tragic automobile accident, and her dream was left unfulfilled. In her memory, her family established the scholarship in hope that another student's dream to obtain a college education might be realized. The criteria for this selection is a student showing a change in attitude, effort, and academic achievement. The student receiving this award has demonstrated all of those things and proven herself to be a true leader among her peers. Whether dancing with the elderly at Parkwood Senior Living Facility on Valentine's Day, or serving as a student representative during the interview process for our superintendent, she has consistently shown the character and dedication representative of the Ashley Lebo Scholarship. Congratulations, Taylor Ash. Based upon academic achievement, superior citizenship, and faculty recommendations. The recipient of this award has consistently demonstrated individual and group leadership, lending his insight as a peer leader in the promotion of sources of strength. He plans to attend UND in the fall to study pre-dentistry. He is respected by students and teachers alike. David Dovgaruki. Finally, I will present the Deeks Pizza Award. The student receiving this award has distinguished herself personally and academically during her time at Community. She has demonstrated outstanding citizenship volunteering her time and efforts to the Hurricane Harvey relief effort, as well as We Are Community projects throughout the year. She plans to attend Northland Community and Technical College in the fall to study criminal justice. This year's recipient of the Deep's Pizza Scholarship, Taylor Hagan.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Enzel. I'm one of the English teachers at Community. And this year, I am presenting the Ray Pelton Scholarship. Dr. Ray Pelton, Assistant Superintendent and the founder of Community High School, recognized the need for alternative education for the students of Grand Forks and was passionate about alternative education. This scholarship has historically been awarded to a student who transitioned well to Community, shows drive, and is a positive role model of Community High School. This year, the Ray Pelton Scholarship is awarded to a young lady who transitioned well, built relationships with other students and staff, and was successful in her endeavors. Unfortunately, she is not here tonight, but this year's recipient of the Ray Pelton Scholarship goes to Ashley Johnson.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Marcotte. I'm a special education strategist at Community. I am going to give the Bailey Hankey Scholarship. Bailey Hankey was one of those amazing students that we had the pleasure of really getting to know. I'm honored to stand at the podium and tell you a little bit about the Bailey Hankey Scholarship. Unfortunately, the scholarship has been set up in Bailey's name because he's no longer with us here on earth. But fortunately, this scholarship has been organized in Bailey's name to keep his name, positive work ethic, and determination alive. This scholarship has been established in Bailey's memory by Laura and Jason Hankey, and the recipient of this award has displayed the following characteristics. Successful in the area of English, made a smooth transition from their previous high school to Community, was nominated for Student of the Block at Community, and the student must be attending a post-secondary school in the coming school year. This year's recipient of the Bailey Hankey Scholarship Award is Kylie Anderson. The Community High School Scholarship. It's being given to a well-deserving student who consistently demonstrates an impeccable work ethic, outstanding academic achievement, and overall citizenship. He has been both the recipient and nominations for the Esteemed Student of the Block Award. Finally, he has overcome incredible health challenges that would have no doubt discouraged and overwhelmed the average person. This young man is no ordinary guy. He has risen to each challenge, setting the bar for his personal best ever hire. He holds our collective respect and admiration. Tonight's recipient of the CHS Scholarship in the amount of $500 is Trey Vanderplatz.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Dale Butagger, the art instructor. First of all, congratulations, graduates. Well done. I look across here and I see you're young, you're strong, and so proud of all of you. It has been my great privilege to be a part of this remarkable staff, administrators, and work with so many wonderful, talented students. But most importantly right now, I'm proud to present the Visual Arts Award to a young lady who most definitely has an art career ahead of her. Congratulations goes out to Brianna Sullivan.
This year's English Award goes to a young man who was involved in many aspects of English this year. He participated in our poetry session with Joe Davis last fall, the State Poetry Out Loud competition, and the War for Literacy conference this spring. While he only had one teacher at Community, he maximized his time here, and we all knew him because of his outgoing personality. He had exceptional grades and a fabulous attitude. This year's English Award goes to David Moran.
Good evening. I'd like to present the Family Consumer Science Award to a student who has taken just about every FACS class over her high school career. Congratulations, Taylor Hash.
Good evening. I'm Jill Stacy, the math teacher at Community. I'm presenting the Math Subject Award to a student who excelled in both semesters of Algebra 2, which is not an easy feat, has a natural gift for mathematics, and is an excellent problem solver. This student has an enormous potential to have a bright future in a STEM career. I will always remember her purple pencil and her eraser going like crazy. This award goes to Grace Serrano.
Good evening. My name is Emily Johnson, and I am the science teacher at Community. Year after year, when given the challenge to choose a science award recipient, I try my hardest to choose a deserving student. This year, I had several options, as there were many awesome science students. There is one who stands out to me, and she happens to be a student who took the most chemistry. This girl is a hard worker, to say the least. She also asks a lot of questions and keeps me on my toes. I see a bright future for this student, and hopefully it involves a career in the science field. Congratulations, Lisa Jensen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Ingersoll. I teach social studies at Community. I am presenting this year's Subject Area Award to a student who excelled in social studies, who was always engaged and insightful, was funny, and was a pleasure to watch mature. In addition, Karen Bates, our business ed teacher, who couldn't be with us tonight, has also chosen the same student for her Subject Area Award. She writes, academically, this student's grasp of accounting theory, concepts, and applications was second to none. His comprehension was highly evident by his ability to carry on accounting conversations while problem solving, asking clarifying questions, and inferring potential scenarios that may rock the norm. It was great to see him take an active, involved approach to his learning. In addition, he willingly volunteered in many service projects outside of the classroom, which says a lot about his character. He rarely speaks out of turn, yet his quiet manner carries a voice well worth listening to. He is polite, respectful, kind, sincere, and has a huge heart. I sincerely wish him the best for the future. Be true to yourself and you will accomplish great things. I am so very proud of you. This year's Subject Area Award winner to Social Studies and Business Ed goes to Austin.
It is my pleasure to present the Charter Award. It is a tradition at our school that last year's Charter Award winner is the one who will actually present the award to this year's Charter Award winner. Joining me on stage is Jolynn Bruce, a graduate from Community High School last year. She will join me in presenting the Charter Award, which is named after the Charter nickname and logo to match the mission promoting another road to success for our high school students. The name Charter was selected to symbolize charging down another road to success in high school. Again, this year, the Charter Award will be awarded to a graduating senior. This year, it is given to a young man who has demonstrated commitment and ownership of his high school academic success. It is given to a student who charged down that road with desire, resiliency, determination, effort, and a pretty good smile. The Charter Award winner for 2018 is Austin Moen. So there are a few things left on the table up here. There's a lot of diplomas, and there's also a couple of bouquets of flowers. Community High School is going to be losing a few quality staff members this year to retirement. And we are eternally grateful for the service that they have provided to students all across the state of North Dakota, Minnesota, and especially here in Grand Forks at this little place called Community High School. Two of those ladies are here this evening, and I would like them to please stand and be recognized and also make sure that they bring the bouquets of flowers home to enjoy on their kitchen tables as they enter retirement. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Deborah Togger and Mrs. Colleen Ashe for their service. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The presentation of diplomas. Boards of Education, Mr. Thompson and Dr. Brenner. The following students have completed the prescribed course of study, and they are therefore awarded their high school diploma. Jean Anderson. Kylie Rose Anderson. Madison Marie Bowl. Jimmy Joe Burnett. Rhiannon Renee Chrisman. David Dovgaruki. Nathaniel James Duckstad. Nakiratu Marana Ernest. Raymond Robert Escarcega. Taylor Marie Eshelman. Joshua Michael Gamble.
That's my man right there.
Jacob Michael Garceau. Taylor Ann Hash. Taylor Marie Hagan. Markeisha Renee Harrell. Caitlin Rose Haverfield. Armani Renee Hood. Paige Eve Howe. Lisa Marie Jensen. Whitney Marie Hornman. Michaelin Taylor. Tyler Lean. Charles Dwayne McCutcheon. Lily Mae McCutcheon. Sarah Lynn L. Metzen. Drea Lachelle Mitchell. Austin Sean Moen. Brady Ruben Mancada. David Moreno. Mason Ray James Morin. Maria Allison Navarro. Cheyenne Marie Paul. Andrea Patricia Pedraza. Ashley Lee Revis. Taylor Jordan Marie Weiss. How about the class of 2018? That was such a great event. I think we should have cake and coffee over here right after the ceremony. Please join us after the ceremony for refreshments, pictures, stories, and all kinds of celebration. We're so proud of our 50 graduates today. Each and every one of you has made a difference in our lives. We hope you go and make a difference in someone else's life. And so, at this time, will the graduates please stand? Please turn and face the audience. Graduates, please move your tassels to the left.